Hello, Not Pretty Good. How are you? Glad to hear that you're doing well. That's excellent. Being darn near the weekend, I hope some folks are doing good. I do. Oh, Mihan, thank you for the host. Yep, Nick, yep. Hello, Mihan, hi. How are you? And hello, Nick, how are you doing? How many encounters? Three, Mihan, 3. I'm not yet. That is so exciting. I still haven't watched the trailer for Bowser's Fury. I know I need to. But I've heard that people think it looks really good. Mom, for God, I'm so glad to hear that you're doing so well. I'm doing good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Nick, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. I'm gonna dive in, you know, a minute. But here's just to say, no. This way. Why is it off? Is the angle? Oh, the angle's different. Whoops. That's fine. This is gonna be interesting. I'm already set up. I'm ready to go. Well, hopefully they can get back under control, and if not, well, you know, my condolences. But Mystic, hello. How are you? I'm glad that you've got full data bars. That's excellent. So, I feel like I've forgotten to do this somehow between Wednesday and today. It seemed that Thursday took a very long time, and I've been largely quite busy this week. But you know what? Here's the good news. Did I style my hair? Not really, no. I showered, and it came out this way. I've got a little bit of it tied back just so I don't have, like, weird trails. Sure, Mihan, sure. Go right on ahead. And that's, no, Priyat, you or someone else said that, in response to the trailer, and that's excellent. Anyways, we should get going, because we've got work to do. Now, Mihan has told me that it should be the case that in each 132 tiles, there is one Feebas tile. And I'm going for 3 encounters per tile. Here's number 1 for this one. So we're gonna have a lot of talking to do tonight. When I find the Feebas tile, there should be a 40 or 50% chance, depending on which source you look at, as to which is the one. But this is encounter 1 for this one. Mihan's apparently doing a prediction. I didn't coordinate this with him. He wanted to do this, and that's fine. Here's number 2 for this one. We're moving ahead. I have everything already planned, pretty much, for you know, for how I am going to how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, well, Mihan, it should be an equal probability across the 132 tiles for it to be any given one of them. Ergo, there should be, you know, it should be a flat probability distribution at each time increment, or each tile increment, because the time would be a little bit stochastic based on how many attempts. Okay. It's number 3 for this one. Nope! This one's a no. We're moving on. But so, anyways, we have the whole night ahead of us. I've got everything else planned. I've got my Poffins already. Margaret Carp Mafkata. She goes by the formal. I've trained a bunch of the rest of my Pokemon. And thank you, Miha. I do appreciate that. And technically speaking, this one would have been the, Barboach would have been the Pokemon that would have been the encounter for Mount Coronet, because I have been actively avoiding one, just for those who are keeping score along with the rules at home, rather than my promises. Anyways. Mihan, you maybe should have done the tile thing a little later. Once we got a little further in. But anyways. How are you all doing? Does anyone have anything interesting planned for the weekend? I have some things in my notes to talk about, so don't you worry. But I want to start with some just general rousing conversation. This is 3 for this tile. People, you'll have to start helping me keep track. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. If you care to say something, welcome. And please do tell me how to say your name. You're gonna make a few new stuff. Interesting. Yeah, I thought it was. It's just they're gonna start blending together. Welcome in, hello. How am I supposed to say your name? Or, is there an abbreviation of your name that you'd like me to call you? You're just in time for episode Feebas. I have the rest of Cynthia's team. I'm trying to catch a Feebas so I can get a Milotic. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It's gonna be great. So is it like Raistlin? Like raisin, but with an ST sound in the middle? Alright. First encounter for that tile. Hey! Not ready if you want to. I will look forward to it. And awesome. Glad I got it. Okay. I'm sensitive to not wanting to mess up people's names. I know I get, my fair number of examines rather than axamins. Number 2. And so, last time we beat Volkner, and it was supposed to be the second to last episode, and then it wasn't, because I caught a Gabbit in Victory Road, which, by the way, I've trained. And if you'll note, the picture that I sent to the Discord, I definitely did EV training for it. So it may not have the nature that's like super attuned with what Garchomp is supposed to be, but I still got it all set up. Oh, little squished. Hi. It's adorable. Okay, I think that's the last one for that tile. Mavakata, I really think you may be right. And so now we're on to the next tile. Number 4, tile number 4. Let's give it up for tile number 4. Tile number 4, everyone. If I actually get this quite early, that would be wonderful. Because then I could, spend the rest of the evening doing the things that I actually wanted to do tonight, which is like go to Wayward Cave and get Earthquake. Like, I have things planned. This isn't just, episode Feebas. I mean, it is episode Feebas. Ah, I see. Spending the channel points you get for following on all the emo mods. Excellent. Number 2. Ah! Oh my gosh! We're done! Woo! Episode Feebas! I can't believe that! That was 4! That was number 4! That was the 12th or 11th encounter. Well, maybe you did it at the right time. Nick, why don't you go ahead and redeem the points for that? I can't believe that. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to catch a bunch, by the way, because I need to make sure that I get one with one of the 4 appropriate natures. But I found my tile. I'm gonna catch, I think, maybe 10. Oh my gosh. Maybe all that Animal Crossing practice has paid off. My day's going fabulously now, Raceland. Okay, I'm gonna call them all Fate, I guess. Or actually, no, it's fun if we give them all different nicknames, because then we don't know which one ultimately will get picked. It does look a little like a handle, doesn't it, Mumfakata? But Raceland, other than what just happened, my day was it's been going well. You know, productive day at work, busy. I know they aren't Meehan. Oh, so the nickname one isn't up. The reason that they're not up is because this is technically, I mean, obviously I'm violating the rules today. And so it's, I'm keeping this sort of outside of the scope of the series. This is a side story, side arc. The rules are different when it's, you know, not the main season. So this one will be Fate. I'll just take, you know, open suggestions then for the name. So we gotta get a few of those. We're gonna get a few of those. Man, if all the other times in my life where I tried to catch a Feebas were that easy, I'd be great. I'd be doing real well. So, yeah, all those other things I have planned are happening tonight then. Great, terrific. Most of the things that we are going to do aren't going to be, like, battle-based. I already did that, Nick. I will show you my process, though. I saved some berries, but I wanted to make sure that I took care of that because it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Feebas, by the way, has almost perfect catch rate. And so I can just throw out... Ooh, did my camera freeze? There's a little freeze there. That was my Streamlabs having a time. It's fine. What shall I call this one? Here's what's funny. Not funny, disturbing. It's not internet. It's not an internet issue. It is my computer is on fire. Maybe it doesn't want me to have the Feebases. I'm gonna plow forward. Anyways, what shall we call this one? It'll fix itself. It always does. Ooh, all F names is a good plan. I like that. Then there's a theme. Yeah, it's just... The frame... Why is that dropping? That's... I'm gonna close out some things while you think. Okay, this is saved. I can exit out. Is it auto-recovered? I didn't take care of that yet. Oh, why is that open? That would help. Frame rate. It's a good one. We'll do frame drop for the next one. Not pro yet. Don't worry. And I think so long as I come back to this tile within today. Yeah, technically these Feebases aren't within the rules. Though I kind of think being on the 4th tile is like the same thing as being the 4th encounter. It's pretty, I think it's as close to within the rules as catching a Feebas is gonna be. Gotta say. Alright, you're not what I wanted. But like I said, about 50% chance, so we're good. So, while I'm doing the catching, and Frame Drop is the next nickname. There we go. There's Frame Drop. The boys are much weaker than the girls. Oh, Mavagata, I'm gonna need a bunch of names, so don't you worry about it. It's legitimate as any other. Frame Drop is next. So, one of the other things that I did, the highest level, I think like 25, 27? I'm gonna have a bit of work ahead of me to train these Pokemon, to train these Feebases. That's okay, we've got time apparently today. So I already planned my Pokemon's final movesets. And I wanted to start sharing them while we're doing this. So, as you know, we're doing Cynthia's team, and so we've got Lucario, Togekiss, Roserade, Garchomp, Milotic, and Spiritomb that we will be meshing with. This one is Frame Drop with a space. I hope one of the ones with a goofy name gets it. That would be real good. So, Lucario, given that it is an all-around special attacker, I've decided to go for maximum type coverage with it. Start thinking of nicknames. And so I am giving it Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Dragon Pulse as its moveset. The only one of those that's currently missing is Flash Cannon, which I still have the TM for from the Candlelight Gem. Togekiss is the one who needs, I think, the biggest change, and one of the ones that I'm actually still deciding. You know, Mihan, decency standards mean that I can't do that. Well, Nick, they're on this tile. Like, I've found the correct tile now, and so it's 50% chance on this tile. It's not 1% chance. Okay. This should be about what it should be once I, find the tile, which I did. Yeah. No, I'm really glad Gen 4 did it like that. It makes my life easier. Feebases are, not the easiest of things to raise, let alone find. It's good that they threw you a little bone. Anyone who caught a Feebas and actually evolved it in Gen 3 has, like, my eternal admiration and praise, because gosh darn, that's a lot. I'm gonna name this one Forgot. And that's Feebas number 4. Okay. Yeah, it's just truly the I don't know when I had to do that. Oh, it was so bad. Foreclosure. Excellent. Okay. So Togekiss. Togekiss is going to keep Aura Sphere and Air Slash, which it already knows. I'm going to teach it Roost in place of Wish, because I don't think I'll actually use the Wish Switch strategy. It's good. It's better for competitive battling in Gen 5, when Baton Pass teams are more common. Okay, this one's Foreclosure, and that's number 5. And then I'm debating for Togekiss whether the last move should be Reflect or Light Screen. It actually seems that my team is a bit more specially defensive than it is physically defensive, but the Elite Four, save for Bertha and Aaron, who are the weakest of the two, of course, are also more special attack oriented. Yes, exactly, Nick. I like Roost as a recovery move. It does give you a weakness to fighting if someone cares to exploit it, but that's easy, pretty easily avoided. And I have the TM for Roos from outside Salation Town. And so we're gonna actually get all of the Pokemon to their final move sets. For it will be the next one. But this one is Foreclosure. For it will be number 6. I can get like 15. I need one of 4 natures, and there are... Oh. We'll do it like this. Foreclosure. Now then, Roserade. Roserade I'm actually thinking about employing an interesting strategy with. Roserade will have Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb, because of course. Leech Seed. I'll give it back Leech Seed, and then I'll teach it Substitute. I'm planning for a wall install special attack Roserade, because I didn't optimize my Roserade super well. It's got a little more bulk than a Roserade normally would. And so this way it gives me a little more strategic viability. Especially against someone like Bertha, who may use a setup move on the first turn. I can just set up a wall and then shoop, 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 shoop from all of her Pokemon. I'm planning to use Roserade against Bertha. And Spiritomb against Lucian, Milotic against Flint, and then maybe Togekiss against Aaron. I don't know. Aaron's... I'm not sure yet. Maybe Garchomp, actually, because Garchomp is going to know Fire Fang. Let me talk about Garchomp. Garchomp is going to know Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Fire Fang. I've gone all in on attack and speed, and with Swords Dance, if I get the chance to set up a move... Oh, I'm gold. G-O-L-D, gold. Anyways, that was number 6 for it. For Milotic, I'll give you like 6 guesses as to what Milotic's moves will be, and I bet you'll get them. And while you're doing that, I'll talk about Spiritomb. Because Spiritomb, I'm also going to do an interesting set. Spiritomb having no weaknesses means it had... And decent bulk. Decent. Means it has ability to play an interesting stall role. And within that mindset... You've got all out, Raceland. I love it. Within that mindset, what I've decided to do is run... Calm Mind, Dark Pulse, Sleep Talk, and Rest. Because Rest is, of course, very, controllable, and especially if I run Resto Berry, I can set up Feebas. Dig it. Raceland, do you have any, nicknames for our Feebases? Alright. This is number 7? 7. Yep, Surf is 1. You're correct, Nick. So far they're all starting with F. So I could do full trays. But that doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Look, I did the boss all in caps. There we go. Also, I'm very much hoping... You're correct, Ice Beam is number 2. I'm very much hoping that the Feebas that ends up being the one that will actually be viable to evolve is a female Feebas, because I'm realizing the rest of my championship team is boys. No, not Aqua Ring. Wait, like one foot. I could do foot 1. Although I think I might give it to it. I'll give it to it. It's a derivation on the rule, but it still has, you know, 1's a number. It's not a word. Though I kind of like the way that it reads. It's kind of like 1 foot foot. This will be 1 foot foot. No, I don't think so, Mompicata. I'm kind of, like, super excited. Alright, just 1 foot. Okay. I did like 1 foot foot. It's like saying ATM machine, but deliberately. 1 foot. Oh, did you mean just foot? Oh, that's my bad. I can change it, don't worry. I got it. The apostrophe was throwing me off. I'll call this 1 foot. We'll have 1 foot and foot. They're twins. So the other 2 moves for Milotic will be Recover and Toxic. Toxic would have been the hardest one to get, I think. But it's going to be... I'm going to focus on the bulk of Milotic, because about half my team is super aggressive and about half my team is bulk. Which is good. It's a good balance. But having 3 different Pokemon of 3 different type sets that you can use as pivots / coverage, I think will be really helpful. Like, especially against Bertha, you know, if I get myself into a bad position with Roserade, I can always throw in Milotic, and it'll be able to tank damage. And it takes advantage of Milotic's natural, strong defensive stats. This one will be called Just Foot. This is a very successful episode, Feebas. What was that, number 8? I think that was number 8 or 9. I'll just say it was number 8 and we'll just keep going to 15. Feebases! Who'd have thunk it? Oh, Jenny's not awake. I should do that. Here, hold on. I mean, granted, the rules aren't so relevant, but there, you know, might be other reasons to have Jenny awake. I'm bad at remembering to do that. Okay, Jenny's awake. Lord Umbreon. What an excellent username. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, the surfing music's very nice. There's a reason I used it during the intro. Yeah, with 15 and 4 natures out of... Is it 28? There's some number. It's gotta be 25. There's 25 natures. Yeah, so I need 4 of 25. You're an Umbreon, you're here to save the day. I actually have an Umbreon. It won't make our final team, unfortunately, because we've got Cynthia's team that we're running with, but I do like an Umbreon. Well, come on in. Now, whose day needs saving is the question, because my day's going all right. Unless there's a supervillain about to pop his head through the door. Oh yeah, Gen 2's is very good. Gen 2's is quicker, right? Mystic, say no more. Take all the time you need to do whatever it is you need to do. Alright. This is exciting, though. Yeah, and so for Milotic, I think I still have the Toxic TM that I picked up. And so I should be set pretty much to just teach it all the things that I need to teach it, like right off the bat. Save for Recover, which it'll learn when leveling up. Ooh, good point, Moth. Well, they're getting a good home in the computer. You know what else lives on the computer? Me! I don't exist in real life. Y'all have got to know that by now. I'm like, what's that thing that people are doing now? The virtual, the virtual pool floating, that thing. I'm one of those. What was that? I'm gonna trust whatever that... I didn't catch it. Hey, Incel, welcome back. How are you doing? Virtual potatoes? No. Well, maybe that's it. I thought... No, it's pool floating. It's definitely pool floating. Am I wrong? Anyways, what should this Feebas be called? And I'm so glad to hear that you're doing well. That's excellent. No, Mihan, that's definitely not it. There's no way. Fudge cookie. It won't fit. I've only got 10 characters with which to work. Oh, Persona Guy. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate that immensely. No. I'm gonna call this one Frank. I don't want to do just Fudge. Am I just hunting Feebas today? Nope. I've got actually stuff planned. I was aware of the possibility that this would not take 3 hours. I didn't expect it to be quite so quick. I didn't expect it to be 4th tile. I really thought I had more work in for me. But I've got other stuff to do. I'm going to show you, my process for how I got all this stuff to improve the beauty of my Feebas, whichever one ultimately ends up making the cut. Oh, and Mihan, if you could, if you wouldn't mind looking up, what the 4 natures are that are acceptable, I would appreciate that very much. But no, the day is definitely starting with hunting Feebases, and then we're gonna go get Earthquake from Wayward Cave, because I need that for Garchomp. I need to evolve Garchomp. Yeah! Hello, Continuous Paradigms, welcome on in. Episode Feebas. And Mystic, unfortunately Brownie starts with a B and therefore is not a viable nickname. All the Feebas nicknames are starting with F. If you want to throw one into the ring. Mystic, take all the time you need, as always. Frowny. We'll do that. But hello to Persona Guy, Minion Cell, and Continuous Paradigms who have all come in. How are you doing? How was your day? How was your week? I hope it was excellent. I'm basking in a once-in-a-lifetime bout of good video game luck. Modest, mild, rash, and quiet. Thank you, Mihan. Modest is what my Lucario is. How many Feebas am I catching? 15. Because I need one of a specific nature, and so I need some options. And then, once I got it, I've got the Poffins already. I'll show you my process. I'll go to Wayward Cave. We're doing a bunch of cleanup today. Because Monday is the finale of Pokemon Platinum. But today's episode, Feebas, everyone. It's exciting stuff. I'm not sure whether or not the finale is going to be part 12 or part 13. Because last time was part 11, and this is part Feebas. I don't know if Feebas is a 12, or if it's like 11 and a half. Yeah! Frank Ocean. I'd have to do it all as one word. But first, Frowny. I think I've got 5 more to do. We'll do Frank Ocean next, though. I just started doing it now. I would love to find the perfect Feebas. Name the last one you catch finale. Good plan. Avocado with the hot ideas. I am likening this to like, you know, side arcs in television programs. Well, continuous paradigms. What I'm saying is I can do it if it's all one word. So I'll capitalize the F, I'll capitalize the O, so it looks different. Like what I did with Tuxedo Rose's nickname. It's all one word, but I've capitalized it in appropriate places, such that it, you know, still reads correctly. I wonder if I'm going to get multiple options. If I get multiple options for the correct Feebas, that would be exciting. Then we'd get to vote. Okay, so like 4 more after... 4 more including this one, so 3 more after this. And this one is Frank Ocean. Well, a lady called Frank and another lady called Frank Ocean. I think more ladies who are called Francis should go by Frank. That's my hot take of the day. Capital O. Kyogre, an excellent favorite Pokemon. Thank you so much. Yes, and even a bit brusque, Momfacada. But a little brusqueness can be very, very good. Your word of the day, brusque. Oh my gosh, I think I might have actually done word of the days at one point. Because I have a particular vocabulary, an interesting lexicon, a, you know, delightfully strange sense of diction. I think early on when I was experimenting with things to, you know, be my personality, because I didn't know how to talk on the internet yet, I didn't realize that, you know, things that I found funny, other people would find funny yet. Oh. I'm not sure how to pronounce the username. Can call you Sean. Excellent. Well, welcome on in. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing it so well. How are you? Welcome on in, Sean. Now, you said Skylander. Are we talking about Spyro? Indeed, what an entrance. It's certainly a reference that is unfortunately lost on me. But, hey. I'm down for people coming in with gusto. I may not get it, but I can still appreciate it. Unless it's something that's not to be appreciated, in which case I don't. But I'm guessing. I'm hoping it is. You gotta hedge things a little. Now, Drillex from Giants. Okay. I see. When you said Drillex, I was like, is that like a high-strength pharmaceutical? Is that like Gas X, but on steroids? Like, because I feel like I don't need that. I mean, some days I do feel like I need it, know what I mean? Yeah, Skylanders, okay. Oh! I was trying to read it like it was Japanese, like, Yaboi sha. Like, it was not working. I was getting caught on the vowels, and I was like, there's no way they do the AU. The rapping drilling robot. Now that sounds like something from Jackbox. That's amazing. I miss Skylanders. I never got into it, unfortunately. I feel like, you know, the Pokemon collector in me would have gotten a kick out of it. Alright, so again, 3 more Feebases. And so, Sean, or anyone else, if you've got a name that starts with an F that we're going to use to name one of these Feebasses, feel free to throw it at me. Oh, you actually played him, Avocado. Well, I'm glad someone did here, Sean. I'm sorry that I couldn't be the one. Skylanders, I was maybe 12 when Skylanders were like really a thing. I don't know. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to buy them, because I had to be very judicious in my game choices, because if I spent money on the additional like items, that meant less money to be spending on other games. Somewhat got it. I'll take it. I'll take partial credit. It's how I pass math exams. Some. 7 or 8, okay. Hey, I feel like that's the right time to start a game like that. I mean, the first time I ever owned a Pokemon game myself was age 8. I had played them beforehand, of course. I knew what I was getting into. It's the right time to just hook onto something. We should video about them today. So, Mavocado, what was the video covering? Was it like, I'm not even going to conjecture, I just want to know. And what shall this one be called? What should we call this Feebas? It needs to start with an F. This is the sign for F, right? A, B, C, D. Yeah. Retrospective of their rise and fall. Was their fall around the time of, like, you know, Amiibos and Disney Infinity coming out, sort of capping on, or excuse me, moving into that market of collectible figurines that, you know, have functionality in games? Started with Minecraft. That's a good way to start. Lots of creative potential there. Charjabug is my new favorite Pokemon. Excellent. Gen 7, right? Gen 7's my weakest area. Now, Sean, don't bite my head off for saying this. Female bass. That will fit. And this is a male Feebas. Perfect! I love it. I've not played Minecraft save for maybe like an hour in a like the free trial. Not that I don't like it, because I've watched plenty of Minecraft videos in my day, but I have never played it, really. Like, never seriously. I think at some point it would be interesting to just drop myself in blind and, you know, not really being comfortable with the controls and just, you know, see what all stuff they've added. So it was a combination of the oversaturation and a competitor, so they had two things that were, you know, they did positive supply and had a negative demand shock for their product. Oh, Sean, absolutely. So long as it starts with an F. Throw it my way. Can tell you're an econ student, or were an econ student. I shouldn't say am in present tense, as if I've been in college in the past 2 years. You know, when you're just making graphs with your hand. One time when studying for an international economics exam, I was at a restaurant, and I had been given, you know, you get a straw. And so I took the straw wrapper and I started making the graphs that I needed to know for the exam that I had the next day, and just moving around the graphs and being like, okay, and this will do this thing, and I'll need to remember these values for, like, an uncle friendly stream. Define what that means, level 7 Voltorb. I generally tend to think that I'm, you know, friendly to most folks, but it's a question I've never been asked. So I'm curious as to what that's in reference to. Anyways, Sean, do you have a Skylander that starts with F for the nickname for this Feebas? How many letter slots? 10. I have uncles that I like. Yeah, if you're asking, I tend to keep things such that anyone could watch. Not just one's uncle. Though uncles can be young. Fling Kong. At your discretion, Montecada. That's alright. I like it. Oh, we could name one Funky Kong. That would be so fun. You still haven't defined what that means, Mr. Voltorb. So I can't say whether it is or not. I will tell you, I suffer no fools. Ah, too bad. Flameslinger would be like a great name for an Octillery, though. Not really, not easily. But of course, Octillery can learn Fire Blast. And it's got all the arms. Okay. I think this is the second to last one. Yeah, you're using the same word in the definition. It's not a very good definition, I mean. I got lots of different types of uncles. To lump them all into one basket would do them a disservice. So, an F name. I like that for the irony, Sean. You don't want to have fire slung at you. You could just call this one fire. It's, you know, as the kids, I'm sure, are still saying, straight fire, you know? Your favorite Pokemon's Gallade. That's an awesome favorite. I really like Gallade. Psychic Fighting is a great typing. And I really like the Ralts Curly Gardevoir line when I first played Gen 3. The addition of Gallade, pretty awesome. Firefish, yes, we'll go with that. Like Fabergé eggs, Mofocata? I don't think so. I think it's, I don't think I know. I'm gonna do Firefish all as one word as Persona Guy has styled it. I would have presumed it was like, F-A-B-R-E, like G-E. I almost said G. Hoshijika Elemenopi. Q-R-S. T-U-V, W-X, Y, and Z. I said and, but... But this one should be the last one, so this one should be finale. Sean... it's not something that you don't get. It's more so that I think Google's algorithm just was like, Pokemon? You want this Pokemon then? Without really looking at the rest of the context of what you were saying. Google, I feel like, has been a little off it lately. I feel like they were better before. I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Used to be about what was most accurate to the search, not what people were paying to show you the most of. Not mean. Not mean. Finale. Alright, so we've caught our lot of Feebases. And we shall now see if one or any of them are appropriate. If not, I'll come back. I know right where this spot is. 4th spot in. Nice and easy. Still took an hour to catch all the ones I needed. Well, Salamence is dragon flying, is it not? So it's half right. Yeah, this is why, for all my Pokemon searching needs, I turn to Bulbapedia. Axeman's stream is not sponsored by Bulbapedia, but I'm going to say it anyway, because, you know, it's a good resource. I doubt Bulbapedia sponsors anyone. Alright. So, Mihan said the ones. Modest, mild, rash, and something. Rude, probably. Modest, mild, rash, and rude. Feel like that's the name for a memoir about me. Anyways. We're gonna see if any of the Feebases that I caught fit with that theme. Rash and quiet. Thank you. I got pretty close. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I did one extra. Or no. Yes. Yeah, I have 16. I hope so, Sean. Oh man, we should have done Funky Kong for one of them though. That would have been real fun. Okay. This one. What is it? I should probably just go into their summaries and just scroll through. Okay. Fate is impish. One time you saw a video with this guy that runs through, we would say every Pokemon in order. That's kind of incredible, Mofocado. That level of memorization, I mean, I would expect it from the person who runs Cerebi, of course. It's probably not Cerebi. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, because it's the vowel sound will be repeated. So it's probably Cerebi. Watching free-to-play players in Team Fortress 2 trying to understand their surroundings. And Mofocado, you're very welcome. You may steal that one or add it as a quote, because that works. Bold. So frame rate is not the one. Frame drop is not the one. Forgot is sassy. Forecloser is docile. Furret is jolly. All of them have been different so far. Be boss is a contender. So I will. Can I make a? Can I add a? Yes, yes indeed, Azeroth. How do you add quote? Exclamation point add quote. Serious, hardy, timid, lonely, brave, timid, impish, bold, docile. So we got one. Of the bunch, we got one that is appropriate. This one. As it should be, not pro yet. I should save all these Feebases. If I ever meet people in person ever again, I have so many Feebases now for their Gen 4 Pokemon playing needs. Okay, let me just have a look at the stat balance for Quiet, because I want to see what it nerfs. I'm sorry, Sean. But Feebas is... It works! It works, Mofocado. Okay. Pokemon Natures. So I go quiet. Perfect! It decreases speed. I don't need that. Not on a Milotic. Not what I'm going for. So this'll do nicely. It's not one of the ones that drops defense. Best would have been modest. When was that from, Mumfkata? Because I did say it. I do know that. I just don't remember what night, what show that was. Alright. So this is the one. So this is the one that is going to be on my team, and lucky me, it's one of the ones that's level 12. And all the other rest of the Feebas get to go to the beach. I wish I could mass select. I wish I could just, hold the A button down and drag a rectangle. But I need to get all these fish out. But you remember the quote, and that's what's important, Avocado. All the quotes have to be memorable, You can't just add quote and have it be like, my stream of consciousness thoughts that, really don't do much out of context. Not that they do much in context. I mean, look, I'm not going to toot my own horn. Alright. So. My plan, now, is to evolve this Feebas. Show you my process for how I got the things needed to evolve this Feebas. Evolve Garchomp. Well, Gabit into Garchomp. Go get Earthquake at Wayward Cave. Teach the rest of my final party Pokemon the moves that they need to know. And get us all set and squared away for me to do the training on Milotic off air, and then be ready for the finale next time. That is my plan. The Feebench. Fib. Azarath, how are you doing this evening, by the way? Also, I really can't wait to see Garchomp's stats. Because I battled 252 Machops and 252 Magikarps to get it maxed out on attack and speed EVs. So I really want to see the fruits of my labor. I'm glad to hear that you're good. That's excellent. Alright, goodbye to all of those Feebases. Feebas, you make the team. Gonna just put you down there. These are all my HM Pokemon. Jealous, Derpstick, and what is Noctowl's name again? Otis. I really hope so, Azarath. I do. So I've got a little primer. Each Pokemon has an effort value that it confers to the Pokemon that defeats it. Those are typically correlated to that given Pokemon's best stat. It can give values of 1, 2, or 3, and those will go into a pool that any given Pokemon can have 508, something like that, of. And those will determine their stat growth. And so a Pokemon with more attack EVs will get stronger boosts in attack than Pokemon who have fewer. And so in order to get Barbie here to be the best Barbie that he can be, I had to defeat 252 Machops to match out its attack EV, which got me really strong attack level ups. I did the same thing for Lucario's special attack. I did the same thing for Barbie's that speed, which is how you got the result of that, single level up where Barbie gained 27 points in speed. 27. Yeah. If you have stuff like the Macho Brace, you can do it more quickly. I don't. And it's a hassle to get it in this one. You can't just get it by beating the Windstrait family. You have to get a male and female combi and show it to a boy in Pastoria City. I'm not doing all that. Not for the least of which that it would violate my rules. Anyways, into my Poffin case. Your Pokemon can eat 11 Poffins. You need to have Poffins, dry Poffins, which raise beauty, of equal or greater value in level, to 170 within those 11. Now, I've used Palm Tree Berries to make these. Palm Tree Berries I'll talk more about in a bit, but it means that most of mine hover around level 25, with the first one being an experiment, and the last one being my hand was cramping and I was getting carpal tunnel from all this spinning. I'll show that later. But so I have enough here where I should be able to, in seven Poffins, max out Feebas's beauty. And so that's what I plan to do now. I plan to stuff its face full of cookies to make it beautiful. Because that's all you have to do in life. If you want to be beautiful, stuff your face full of cookies. And it has to be one of the Feebases that has a predisposition towards dry Poffins, otherwise you won't get nearly the same amount of boost. Now, there are other ways of raising a Pokemon's beauty in Gen 4 that you could use to get around this, but I won't be, because you can't do them just in Platinum. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Daisy, Gary Oak's brother, or Blue Oak's brother, sister, she's his sister, she will give your Pokemon massages. And those massages will also raise your Pokemon's beauty by 32 points. And again, you need 170 to max it out. And so you could do that 8 times or whatever, maybe just 7, and you could have your Pokemon's beauty maxed out like that, without the need to feed it a single Poffin. I'm not doing that. I spent the work to get the Poffins. We're keeping it in this game, no trading. I do have a copy of Soul Silver that I could have done that with as a backup. Trust me, I thought about it. But then I was like, I can't do all those massages. It's too much. You're just spoiling the Pokemon at that point. And so, I decided, I'm going to do it the hard way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to get Palm Tree Berries a legitimate way. I'm gonna make them into Poffins. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel doing the spinning. And we're gonna gosh darn get a Feebas that's beautiful. Okay. Should take, I think I only need the next one. I should. I'm concerned that this isn't going as far as I needed it to. I did the math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and there was one that was 26. I'm worried that I was lied to by the internet. It's fine, avocado. That doesn't look like max to me. Can it eat another? Should be able to. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see if that worked. It likes dry food. I gave it ones that are... But that doesn't look like max. I followed what the internet said. Well, we'll try it. I may end up having to use the method that I said I wasn't going to. That's fine. It'll just be a Pokemon Soul Silver interlude. It's fine. It's fine. This, I mean, if I don't get this, it just goes to show truly how crushing the requirements are for this. We're gonna try and evolve Garchomp and Feebas at the same time. I'm gonna give Feebas the experience share and level up Garchomp once on like something in here. So that's what's happening now. Garchomp should be pretty much ready to go. Gabbit. It's still a Gabbit. Good heavens, good gracious. It's a good thing I knew a workaround. Because this is the one. This is, gosh darn, this is the one. Where's the stupid experience share? Made all those puffins. The internet lied to me. I'm mad about this. But it should be fine. Anyways, let's do this. Just give me something that Gabbit can take down in one hit. The Graveler worries me. Gravelers like to explode. I'll take a Rhyhorn if you got one. It should be fine, but I don't trust it. I would really hate to use my extra life before the finale. An Onyx will do just fine. I'll use Dig on it, it'll be great. There we go. I actually don't think this will get Barbie to evolve, but it'll get Feebas closer. I'm gonna go ahead and get Soul Silver ready. Where is my copy of Soul Silver? There it is. I'm very concerned. Look, episode Feebas, no one ever said it would be easy. Maybe I got too much good luck in the beginning. Now I'm paying for it. Okay. Okay. Dragon Claw. Barbie already has very, very good attack. Like, already Barbie's competing with Luxray, without being fully evolved. So I have the utmost confidence that Barbie will make an excellent addition. Just excellent. No, I'm good. I'll put Soul Silver away. It really didn't look like Max. I guess you don't actually have to max it out. Okay, I did it right. Well, good. Always was, Mufkata. Did you not act out violent war scenarios with your Barbies? What? Feebas is evolving. So the internet partially lied to me. Milotic! Oh my gosh. I did it. I got a very pretty donut. Ooh, Water Pulse. Fancy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and teach Feebas all the moves that it needs to know. Milotic has a great cry. Oh my gosh, yeah. Whoa. Learn Surf. Get it Toxic and Ice Beam. And then I'll just need to wait until it learns Recover. Oh, I have 2 Ice Beams. Good for me. Okay. I will have to train that. There's Toxic. What I'll probably do, what I'm likely to do, is I'll let it level up a bit while I'm training Cynthia. Because Cynthia is still a little behind. And then once it gets to an appropriate level, I'll start training it on its own. And where did JoJo Mode take you with the reference to Donut? And yes, indeed! Yes! We got a Milotic! I did it! The team is complete. Ooh, Platinum Medal and Silver Lake Remix. Congratulations to that as well. I thought you were saying yes to my thing, but it's good that you have your own thing that's to be awesome. Okay, so that's done. Milotic. Now let's get Garchomp. What if I just took into the level 13 Milotic? I'm not that mean. I'm not gonna do that. That would break people's hearts. Okay. I also have to decide if I want to EV train Milotic or not. Am I... A joke in the JoJo community, not exactly a reference. Got it. Hey, Nick, by all means, please play Pikmin. All right, I'm gonna switch in Oregeddon because Oregeddon will be able to take this out in one shot with the Boosh. That's what it was. It was the fight against Volkner. Mafagata. That's what it was. Okay. There we go. Barbara is now level 65. And look at that attack stat already, 181. Now once it evolves, it's going to bounce by about 1.5. So it's probably going to be... It's going to be real nice. It might be like 250, 260. I'm excited. Because Gabbit has base attack 90, and Garchomp has base attack 130. So that's almost a 1.5 times bounce. Ah, there we go. It's a Garchomp. That is tight. Well done, Nick. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look-see, shall we? It's a gentle... It's 230. Still, though. 233 on that attack. Let's see how that compares to Lucario. Yeah, it's the exact same as Lucario's special attack. They are cannons in the, in sort of the reflexive ways. Also 194 speed. 194 speed. We're gonna get that thing Earthquake. And have a very, very fun time ahead of us. But you can see, this, like, a lot of my Pokemon are a little more specially defensive than they are physically defensive. And so I'm heavily considering Reflect over Light Screen for Serpentera. Or I could just get both. I think I can buy them both. That's what a Garchomp's good for, Nick. That is what it's good for. I'm very much looking forward to using it. So, first of all, let's head out and let's go along to Pastoria City because we have some moves to reteach. Oh, actually, let me teach a Roserade Sludge Bomb. It's technically a little premature for me to do this. Normally I like waiting until I'm really just about to go into the Elite Four. But I'm going to bank on the fact that I'm really going to try very, very hard to not let any of these 6 fine Pokemon die. And so I'm going to start giving them what I want. And I have to remember where I need to get all these. I think Wayward Cave should be next, though. Do I need to go to the secret entrance or the regular entrance of Wayward Cave? Can someone tell me that? Because I don't remember. Okay. I'm keeping Giga Drain. That's the only thing I'm keeping. It's funny. I keep, I keep having moves on that are meant to be, like, relevant to a competitive, like, move set that I just don't end up using. Also, why am I not... Oh, Aerial Ace is physical. That's why I don't have it taught to Togekiss. Because it's got Hustle, so it's, it's boosted physical attack, but the perfect accuracy would be nice, because Hustle does mean that Togekiss is, a little less accurate. It's fine. Togekiss isn't really meant to be super attacky. That's the right word, right? Togekiss is a pivot and take something out if it's causing me trouble Pokemon. and screens. Twig, hello! Twig, you're just in time for the second half of episode Feebas. We've caught the Feebas, and we've evolved it into a Milotic legitimately. I did it for the real way. Which I really thought I didn't, but it did. I did it. And so now I get to show off how. Well, I should actually go to Hearthome first to show how exactly. I'll talk you through the process. I'll give you a little primer. So, Monday night, after I decided that I was going to do this, I did a little reading. I did a little searchy search on the internet. And I figured out, oh gosh, there are so many steps to making a Feebas pretty that I needed to start that night. And so one of the first things that I needed was a good berry to make into puffins to make my Pokemon beautiful. And in order to get a good berry to do that, the easiest way, the easiest two ways were both here in Hearthome City. Specifically, they were here in Amity Square, which I haven't actually gone into in the main series. And because I did it off air, I'm going to do it now on air. I need Pikachu for this, because Pikachu's pretty. Lucario, you can go away. We'll talk to you later. And so there was one of two ways that you could get the berry that I used, or another berry like the corn, C-O-R-N-N berry, that is also acceptable. Because both of them can produce puffins of high enough level that you can max out your Feebas's beauty, or at least get it to the level that you need in order to evolve Feebas into Milotic. And so I'm going to show you the way that I tried first and ultimately gave up on, which is there is a man. No, not here. There's a man. There's a man. There's a man who hides outside of one of these teleporters. This one. This man here. Who will give you a different item each day. And so you can talk to him, and he says, I love this park, I try to keep it neat and tidy, he likes cleaning, it's quite fun. Oh, I know, do you know the item Cornberry? Cornberry is one of the, one of the items that would actually be acceptable, though I was going for the best option because I'm not very good at making puffins. If you get the Palm Tree Berry, the berry that I went with, it gives you a little extra cushion because the Cornberry has a beauty value of 20 at its base. The Palm Tree Berry has a beauty value of 30. It's not the best beauty berry, but it's the easiest one for me to get. And so this guy, he will give you a different item each day. But if you don't like the item he's given you on a given day, you can say no to his prompt. And then you can leave Amity Square and come back just so long as you've left the screen that Amity Square is on. Gotta see a man about a bear. Now, is that a euphemism for something? You tell me, Twig. So long as you leave Amity Square and come back, he will have something else. And that can be one of 9 berries or 8 accessories. Now, that means it's essentially a 1 in 17 chance each time you find this fella that he'll give you the Palm Tree Berry. And so I tried this for a little while, and I grew impatient with it. And watch as this time he gives me the Palm Tree Berry on the second try. That would be amazing. Cornberry. He's wanting to give me Cornberry again. Typically, he'll re-roll and give you something different. This is a bad illustration of that. I'll try it one more time just to show the proof of concept. It doesn't have to change days. I was doing this. This is how it works. Also, I'm going to pick up some of the items that are here because I didn't, because it was, I wasn't on air. Amulet coin. Oh, I could have had more money this whole time. Twig, the reason I said that was sometimes people use that phraseology to say something. I've got to say, it's like a man about a horse to say that they're going to go to the restroom. Okay, one more try. And so right now you're already seeing why this particular method of getting a palm tree berry is maybe difficult. Maybe not the best. It's a little time consuming. I tried for about an hour. And it just wasn't going my way. It really wasn't. It may be a where you're from thing. Yeah, maybe a regional dialect. And I don't know that I've ever seen a real human say that. That's what I know it to mean. Alright. Glitter builder. You see, this is what I mean. He'll rotate through his item set, and the palm tree berry, which is the best beauty berry that's easy to get, is one of them. However, because it's like a 1 in 17 chance, it's not the funnest. And so the other way you can do it is every 200 steps, your partner Pokemon will pick up one of 15 items, including a set of accessories. And once it exhausts those set of accessories, because each of the different partner Pokemon that you can take to Amity Square will pick up different accessories. Once it has exhausted that set of accessories, it will only pick up berries. And so I was thinking, okay, this is a much more surefire way, because even if I have to go through a bunch of accessories, I eventually will get to the point where my partner Pokemon is just picking up berries. Luck would have it that the second draw that it did of the items that is potential in its pool happened to be the palm tree berry, the one that I needed. But every 200 steps, your Pokemon will be holding something. In this case, a round pebble for me. But that's how I got my palm tree berry. And so the palm tree berry takes 60 hours to grow. And so that would have meant it was growing from Monday night to Thursday. However, there is one thing that you can use to speed that up a little. And I'm going to show that off, because that is what I used. I'm going to walk out of Heart Home City. This is right outside Heart Home City, thankfully. Little bit further. Little bit further. Little bit further. This house here that I skipped when I was playing earlier, this lady, who is apparently this old man's wife, don't ask me, she sells mulch. And so the growth mulch will enable the berries to grow more quickly, but the soil will dry faster. And so you've got to make sure that you're really keeping on top of your watering. And so I bought the growth mulch, I planted my palm tree berry, and I watered it, really about every 2 or 3 hours. It was just sort of whenever in a workday I would think about it, I'd water it. And then, overnight I would sleep, 6 hours and then water it pretty much as soon as I got up. And so the growth mulch will take down the time that it takes to grow the berry by a quarter. So 60 hours becomes 45 hours. And so I was able to do it in essentially less than 2 days. Maybe she dies of hair. It's very possible, Twig. And so palm tree berries, because they're a rarer berry, have high berry yields if you take care of them appropriately. And so the max that they can give is 15 berries on a tree. And I took very good care of my palm tree berries, and I got all 15 of those, because you may notice that I had 9 puffins, and I have 6 berries left. I got my full 15 off of the 1 palm tree berry that my Infernape picked up. I know, usually a little more than that. I was just saying 6 hours sort of roundly. It tends to be like 7.5 some nights, 6 some nights, 9 some nights. It just varies on what I've got going on the next day and when I fall asleep. But, so I know from, life experience that so long as I get 6, I can function. And I can catch up. And so then, once I had acquired all my berries, I came here to the Puffin shop Wednesday night after The Sims 3, and I made some puffins. Now I got okay at it, and I'm gonna show you how. How to puffin. This shouldn't be, I really shouldn't need to explain this, but I'm gonna show it anyway because I want to show the full process that went into this. And I saved berries for this. Oh, hold on. Yes, bottom feature. Okay. Big, fast circles at first and slow down once it's wide. And switch quickly. Try to keep it close to the edge without having it overflow. Yeah. What'd I say? Funny enough, I find that it's actually better to play a little recklessly and have it overflow once or twice than to keep it too small and cook it slowly. Because the cooking speed will determine what level it's at, and then each time it overflows or burns, we'll take it down roughly one level. See? Poffin time. 46 seconds, overflowed one time, level 24 Poffin. This is pretty solid. And so with, a suite of, level 24 to 26 Poffins, you'll have enough in the Poffins you make to evolve your Pokemon, to evolve your Feebas into Milotic, so long as it likes dry food. Such a fun time waster, absolutely, Mafkata. Do I want to keep cooking Poffins? No, I don't want Carpal Tunnel. Thank you for offering, though. Ooh. That's a good goal, not per yet. And so, that is how I made my Poffins for my Feebas. And then, of course, I showed you how to actually catch the Feebas and which natures need to be gotten. And so once you follow those steps, you can have yourself a Milotic of your own. And I wish you the very, very best of luck in finding the Feebas style. I got so lucky tonight, and I'm so glad. So we're going to use the extra time to get my Pokemon the moves that they need for the finale. Also, I should probably take that Shell Bell off of Infernape, because that's a good item. A little bit of extra recovery, I will take. I should be giving them all items. Man, I have not thought about that. What console is it for? Not for yet. Okay, let's get Lucario back. Put that away. Oh my gosh. Twig, that's amazing. It's cool that they don't only grow when you're not looking at them, though. I think that's, really wonderful. I don't think I've ever seen the transition happen, though. I think I've always missed it. But I totally believe you. And it's nice that it's a living environment. I love seeing the little plants wiggle around. You know how the berry trees do? It's real cute. So next up is Pastoria City, because we have a few moves to reteach our Pokemon. I also went mining and got myself some additional heart scales. Hey, have fun, Persona Guy. I'm glad that you found a game that you enjoy. That's awesome. They get all sparkly. I maybe have seen that once. Maybe I have. Oh my gosh, Mompacata. Did you ever do it? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future. Dreamcast and PS1. Wow. That's wild. It ever came out in the States. Alright, you, sir. This man is gonna teach my Garchomp how to use Fire Fang. Fire. Oh, and I need to go to Canalave and de-teach Togekiss Fly. Ooh, I should do that last. I should replace that with Roost, and I should do that last. Well, Motherfucker, perhaps at some point you'll get a legitimate one. Oh, there's another one. That's awesome. That is awesome, Twig. Alright, Barbie first. Let's get Fire Fang. 65 power, but a physical attack to take advantage of that excellent physical attack stat. In replacing, we will replace Slash. Barbie's moveset's gonna get a nice makeover. Oh, that's excellent enough for you. So yeah, you got a chance of finding one then. I wish I were more into fighting games. I've never been able to get into them. I feel like you have to have a skill set that I don't have. And I've said before, but I sometimes feel I lack the patience to get good at video games that I'm not already good at. And if you've seen me play Wild Guns, you might know where I'm coming from with that. Alright. So, I need to do Roserade before I go. Because Roserade needs to relearn Leech Seed. I'll teach Lucario Flash Cannon. And then Lucario will be set. Roserade will be half there, just needs Substitute. Milotic just needs Recover, which it will learn by leveling up. Oh no, it doesn't have it in its egg moves. Okay, change of plan. Instead of Leech Seed, I'll do Substitute Synthesis, and that will be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Look, with Substitute Synthesis and Giga Drain, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I thought it would still have it. I didn't check. That's my bad. That's my bad. It's a good thing I didn't de-learn Synthesis. Got rid of Toxic first. Right? That's what I did. Just making sure. Yes, good. We're good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Let's teach Lucario Flash Cannon. Because then it'll have a Steel-type move, finally. Flash Cannon should be in the back half. Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon, Flash Cannon. 80 power, 100 accuracy, Steel-type move. Perfect for Lucario. We will ditch Extreme Speed for that. I'm not going heavy on priority moves. Will that come back to bite me? Answer's at 11. But that's Lucario locked in. Now then. I need to teach Calm Mind to our one and only Spiritomb. That's an early one, right? No, maybe not. I do have a light screen TM. Do I have a reflect TM? Ooh, yeah, Capcom I know makes good fighting games. I got a Calm Mind TM, did I not? I thought I did. I didn't use it, did I? Am I just missing it? There's Reflect. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to give Togekiss Reflect. What number is it? Gen 4 TMs. Oh no. Oh no. Does it learn it? Does Spiritomb learn it by leveling up? It's a Battle Frontier prize. I didn't plan. Ah! So maybe... I mean, Rest Talk is still a good strategy. I could... Ooh, it can learn Nasty Plot. Okay, Nasty Plot will be a fine substitute. Does it already know Nasty Plot? Did I... Yeah, I think I already gave my Spiritomb Nasty Plot. Yeah. Nasty Plot, Rest Talk, Spiritomb. That'll do. I will sacrifice the boost in special defense for the healing. I thought I was so clever when I came up with these. I did actively look up, like, where you get these TMs for most of these, and then I just forgot for some of them. Yeah, Battle Tower. That's not happening. You can't do that before the end of the game. Alright. However, we do need to go back to Goldenrod, Veilstone City. Oh, that's too bad. This is my thing not pro yet with, you know, like virtual release games. It's nice that they add extra availability, but the temporary nature of it bugs me. The Wii eShop shutting down just broke my heart because there was such a huge library of games. And then they were like, nope, can't have them anymore. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. May have just been a licensing agreement that expired. Twig. Do I have any coins left? I know I need, I know rest is like 6,000. What number is it? 44? 44. Yay. So I need to go get 6,000 coins. I got the cash though, I'm good. Okay. And we get a little more of that Game Corner music. Want some coins? You're darn right I wanted some coins. Nope, I'm good. Such a great song, though. Me too, Mofukata. Alright, so, TM44, rest. I may need another from the Game Corner, so we may actually get a little more. But first, I may have actually already got it. No, I didn't. I did it. I'm good. Okay. We'll teach that to Cynthia. I think Resto Berry will actually be probably the best strategy because, you know, then Rest Talk is good as backup, of course. But, you know, Nasty Plot into Rest into, you know, Dark Pulse, Dark Pulse, Dark Pulse. I could run through Lucian. Even that Bronze Song. Bronze Song specializes in physical defense. And special defense ain't nothing to sneeze at, but probably gonna hit it like a tank and it won't be able to use any of its psychic moves on me. So Sleep Talk. I need Sleep Talk. Where do you get Sleep Talk? Sleep Talk, Sleep Talk, Sleep Talk. Talking and we're sleeping. I do need to get Sword Stance here. Need to remember to do that. Turn a forest. Did I get it already? 82. It should be 82. No, I did not. Well, I'll have to figure out where that is. Well, that should be doable. So we need to get Sword Stance here for Garchomp, and then Garchomp's done. Save for Earthquake. Milotic's good. Roserade needs Substitute. Where do I get Substitute? Because I may actually buy that at the department store here. Substitute. Substitute. I should just be, using Control Find. I'm not. Because this is content, darn it. Substitute. Come on. Substitute. Oh, it's TM90. Okay, so I buy that here too. Perfect. Doing all my Christmas shopping all at one place. And I've got Reflect and Light Screen both, so I'm good for Togekiss. Lucario's done. So I'll just need to get Earthquake after this. And Sleep Talk. Where's Sleep Talk again? Eterna Forest. So I've got to go to Eterna Forest and Wayward Cave. So both around the greater Eterna City area. Okay, so Substitute is 2,000 coins. And Sword Stance is 4,000 coins. So I need another 6,000 coins. Let's go get that money. Ah, well that's nice. I'm glad they didn't totally ditch support. That's good. Okay, here we go. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get get a rounder number with the 50s. Extra dancing. Whew, and we're out. There we go. Dance break over. Well, motherfucker, if you got iOS, you already got one. Though I think you're actually on Android, if I recall correctly. Okay, not for yet. Granted, that doesn't mean terribly much to me, unfortunately. But for those who do care. Okay. So, TM90 Substitute. Yes. And then 75 is Sword Stance. I believe that you did, Mopkata. we were talking about Twitch apps on Android versus iOS, and I believe you mentioned or intimated in some way that you had an Android. And why I chose to remember... Oh, I had two. Well, that's fine. I probably scrolled past this multiple times and none of y'all said nothing. You just wanted more dancing. I get it. I understand. I'm not one to judge. Okay, so we're gonna ditch aromatherapy for this. Because the Elite Four really aren't so much about hitting you with status effects. Sword Stance for Garchomp. So then I have to go find Sleep Talk in Eterna Woods. I feel like I would have seen it. How did I not? Ooh, maybe it's outside. Maybe it's in behind that cuttable thing. Sword Stance. This is Sword Stance. Which move? I'm keeping Dragon Claw over Dragon Rush. Dragon Rush has more power but lower accuracy. And given that Barbie has a whole lot of power behind it, I'm okay with the slightly lower attack for the better accuracy. Whew. Okay. So, I think that's all the ones that I need from the game corner. So off we go to get what's left. I reckon I can do Wayward Cave now without having to adjust my team. No, I need Cut. I need Cut for both of them, I guess. That's fine. I'll get Barrel out. Put away Lucario, get up a barrel. We're gonna go biking. We're gonna do some bike tricks. It's gonna be fancy. And then, after I get Earthquake and Sleep Talk, that'll be all the moves that I need for the final move sets. Excuse me. Oh! Nick, I had them open on my my work computer to check out on a break that I didn't get this week. So, not yet, but I haven't forgotten. And I really do appreciate the recommendation. Scrolling through their videos, it looked like they had some stuff that I would find very, very interesting. I love infrastructure. But I do appreciate your sending that to me. And for just as a general note, anytime that y'all send me things that you want me to watch, check out, I may not get to them right away, but I usually do remember and get around to them at some point. And when I do, I will absolutely mention it, especially if I think it's real cool. Because it's never a case of, oh, I don't want to do this and I'm going to feign interest in order to make people happy, because that's not fun. It is, I'm genuinely interested, I want to know, but I don't always have the time. And sometimes I choose to spend my free time on, things that are like existing sources of comfort rather than venturing into something new. Wait. Yeah, and I have Bibarel. Are you kidding me? Does it... I'll go get Tentacool then. I love that people have have found niche for their passions. Look, if y'all want me to talk about economics, I'm game anytime. That's what Axeman uses his degree is for. Can talk about that, can talk about how, negotiation strategy, can talk about what limited amount of upper level mathematics I do understand, because I did get a math minor for some reason. Anything that's on my resume, I'm happy to chat about. Yeah. I'll put away. Hey, Azeroth, no worries. If you happen to make your way back, I would love to know what you had for dinner. Presuming that this is dinner. But have a wonderful time. Good food. Bonne chance et bonne nuit. suppose I could also talk about business. That is technically what my major is. Ugh. Gross. I think, Motherfucker, I think it's in the text description for that redemption. If I recall how I set it up correctly. Also, I could talk, you know, about, cybernetics. I do have on my shelf, cybernetics books. How He Became Post-Human by Catherine Hale is a book that I read. As well as next to it, The Human Use of Human Beings, which I did actually read part of. My degree is in what? No, my degree is not in cybernetics. I took a class. It was a writing class. It was about cybernetics. It was taught by a man with interesting hair. It was interesting. We were supposed to read philosophy and stuff, and I kind of skipped the philosophy bits. Don't tell. I wrote good papers. I know that feeling, avocado. Joshka, don't worry about it. Joshka, how are you doing, by the way? I hope you are well. So no, this is the one where you go through with Myra. I'm guessing it's the hidden one. The Legend of the Hidden Temple. Oh gosh, please tell me I don't need flash. No, I don't. I know I don't. It's down here, and you don't need flash down here. Okay. So I've got to make it to, like, the end of this. Okay. Cool. That just gets me to here, and that does nothing for me. Okay. Ooh. Finished with some pretty heavy stuff. Oh. Well, fun that you and your friends have a server. That's awesome. I wish Discord had been more of a thing when I was in high school. I feel like it would have been real fun to change gears. Yeah. I do know that. So if I stop... Am I using the... No, I'm using the fast one. Am I supposed to be able to get enough air to clear that last... Well, I think this is, like, the really fast one. Okay, so let's... Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I have to go slow on the last one. I have to just barely clear it. It has been a while. It's very plainly been a while. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Short hop. Little hop. And what are you? A grip claw. Is that what you used to evolve Gligar into Gliscor? What good placement. Oh no. I can make this corner. I played Emerald. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. I see. Yep. This is... Oh, whoops. It's just a battle item. Oh, Razor Claw. Razor Claw's the thing. You forget to reapply your repel for 1 second, you get accosted by a little bronze mirror. You deserve this. It's maybe a little mean. It's maybe a little strong. Ooh, okay. So it's annoying. Got it. I like to think that the wild Pokemon, when you've got like Repel and stuff on, are just like waiting for you. To have it discipline. What? Okay. It's not what I was hoping. A rare candy is useful, of course. I see. Now we're playing Pokemon Emerald. Okay. Earthquake. There we go. You could get this very early. You could really overpower a ground-type Pokemon very early in this one. Normally you don't get Earthquake until, like, you know, around the 7th or 8th gym. Maybe I should have picked it up sooner. Then again, I wouldn't have used it. I always wait till I know what my final team's going to be. Yes, let us teach Earthquake to our one and only Barbara. What was that accent? You tell me. Okay. Ditch Dig. And Dig's not bad. Slow, but it's not bad. Earthquake's just better, though. Just better. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go find... Where the heck is a Sleep Talk? Right? Right, Nick? That is something that I definitely miss. Why they ever decided to not have that be a feature, beyond me. Oh well. C'est la vie. So here's my theory, my conjecture. I feel like I did a pretty thorough job clearing out the items from the actual Eterna Forest, but there's this area back here where there are some berries, there's a lady, and it's technically Eterna Forest, quote unquote. I have the feeling that this is where I will find Sleep Talk. I do, Mavocata. Not fondly. Perhaps on this side. Aha! It is a point of principle of mine to not pick up items off air. Hence why I did not have this. Despite having a good idea where it was. Let us teach that now to our lovely Spiritomb. So we have a Rest Talk Spiritomb. We'll drop Ominous Wind. I could always give it Shadow Ball, but I kind of like Rest Talk. Even with Resto Berry being the operative strategy. Yeah, if I decide I don't like it, I can switch it. But, I mean, Dark and Ghost don't have the very different type coverage. So that covers that. So Spiritomb's now locked in. Milotic will be. Garchomp's done. Roserade's done. Which means all I need to do now is teach Togekiss its moves, which I'm going to do last because I want it to still know Fly. So, with that all set, here's what I propose. We've got a little time left, and I've taken care of teaching my Pokemon all the moves they need to know. I think, first, I should use that rare candy on Barbie. Get myself up to level 66 is my cap. And also just give Barbie a little extra strength. Ooh, I have two. I'm gonna save one. I may want it. Look at that attack boost. Mwah. It's done beautiful. But we have a new party member that needs a little training, and maybe a little training wheels. And so I'm going to give the EXP share on a brief thank you for the host. Boom. Ghost is your favorite Pokemon type. That's awesome. I've come to really like Ghost. There are a lot of wonderful Ghost Pokemon. You know, Chandelure, Frostlass. I really like the Pokemon in like the Ghost Dark Psychic triad. Throwing fighting, you know, we'll bring Marshall along to the party along with Grimsley, Chantal, and Caitlin. Joshka, thank you for the host. I like what they're about, and I like those Pokemon a lot. Some people, they're all about, you know, grass, fire, water, electric. Nah, give me that psychic dark ghost fighting. Important supplements to any properly balanced Pokemon team. If you can make a Pokemon team that's good without a Pokemon of any one of those types, well, I have yet to see it. I mean, I've got Ghost Dark and Fighting on this team. Alright, so Cynthia needs a little training. Feebas, our very aptly named Milotic, needs a few levels before I can train it on its own. As well as I'm probably going to do some EV training with Milotic specifically, which you don't want to see. You don't want to see it. And so I'm going to go to Veilstone City because I'm going to show you the spot that I have done almost all of my off-air training. And I'm not kidding when I say I've spent a lot of time in this neck of the woods. I've gotten very, very used to its comforts and quirks. So we're gonna head there. And you're gonna get a little peek behind the curtain. A little look at why a 12-ish part series, you know, which on-air total is probably somewhere in the 20s of hours, 30s of hours, yeah, 30s. Probably like 36, 37, 38. Why my game save has over 120 hours of playtime. And it's this route right here. Oh, right, I still have the good rod registered, excuse me. Let's register that. Oops, that's fine. I'm gonna register that this time. I have gotten very, very used to coming here and turning against this guy with his grass types, this lady with her Wormadams, and that boy with his Dusclops and Kadabra. And I've gotten very, very good at this. Because this is a spot where I know I will kill every Pokemon that I see. I know it's worth good experience because both Bug Grass Boy and this guy are worth about 3,000 experience points per battle, and Wormadam Lady's worth 2,400, and they're all right here within a radius that I can trigger with the Versus Seeker. In a lot of places, it's one trainer that you're going for over and over again. Here is one of the few places where there are 3 viable trainers all in one spot to grind against. And so there are other places like outside Sunyshore where you can get some, you know, good stuff going, but this is comfort food. This is everything I ever wanted in a grinding spot from the start, from the jump. So I've come very, very used to making it happen here. So, just as during the first hour, we got a little time for open conversation while I do a little work helping Feebas grow up a bit. And so, to that end, I want to talk about this. I had a little idea. And I know not all of you are in the Discord, but that's okay. We can just toy with the idea. I want to see if y'all like it. And so this is what it is. I have, I don't know, 30 slots for, Hey, Joshka, that's okay. I dig it. I think I have 30 slots for, like, custom emotes in the Discord, which is obviously way more than I have here on this site. Wait. And so, because of that, I was thinking, given that there are folks who have drawn amazing things and are capable of drawing amazing things, that I might do a little contest, wherein designs existing or new can be submitted to be considered for Discord emotes. Also a way of, you know, getting a little more use out of the conservatory. And the reason I mention it tonight is because tomorrow is art night, during which it would probably be a good time to actually talk about that more fully. And so, thank you, Mofficata. Yeah, I thought it would be nice. Well, and I think it's also I want to find ever more ways to sort of laud the people who, you know, do the wonderful art, because I enjoy it massively. And I don't have the set of skills necessary to make things that aren't just, you know, a crop in of Oleana's face while she's like screaming. I'm not that good. You know, that's about where my skill level taps out. Well, Axum and Valentine is where my skill level taps out, but that took hours. So, more on that tomorrow. Additionally, the other idea I had was around the game grab bag that we did on Sunday, which is obviously that's going to be a fairly special thing, but on occasions where it does happen, I think it could take a nice it could take the place nicely of what used to be like Viewers Choice Nights. Because that's essentially what it is. It's a live Viewers Choice Night with a bigger pool. And a pool that I don't have to keep coming up with each week. It's all games that I'm interested in playing, or at least not so disinterested in playing that, you know, by the time I get to the end of the week, you know, I don't want to do it. Because it's all live. And I have veto power for stuff that I'm not feeling on a particular night. But around that, I had the idea of building in additional incentives, whether that's through channel points or bits, since we're doing Pay for Charity now, where those could be used to extend playtime for games that I may like or may not. Oh my gosh. Joshka, I don't care if what you draw is good or bad. If it's like, if you're doing something creative, I will, you know, and so long as it's not something that's, you know, the content of which is objectionable, I will celebrate it. And Sensibly Tainted, welcome on in. Hello. Twister. You may not learn that. No, we are waiting for you to learn Recover. Sensibly Tainted, how are you doing this evening? And welcome on back. No. Give it up. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Keep old moves. Give up on Twister. The design of those prompts. Endlessly annoying. Alright. Given that Spiritomb actually is built around pretty much just using Dark Pulse, probably shouldn't face Bug Grass Guy, because I have 3. Yeah, so I can do Psychic Boy one more time. I could do Wormadam Lady once, but I don't feel like that. Because Wormadam Lady can use Protect and just ruin your day. There we go. This guy's not bad. He's one of the trainers who his Pokemon actually level up as you progress through the game, which is very nice. Because it means more experience points for me when I rematch it. Obviously, this guy wasn't walking around with a level 44 Dusclops right outside of Veilstone City. You walked up to him with your team of level 30s, and he walked up to you with this. You would be having a very bad day. Though I would love to see them do that once. Just have like a super strong trainer just out in the middle of a route that's clearly beneath their level, you know, band. And just be like, yeah, I was training here. I was trying to catch something. What of it? Why you talk to me? Just have like an Elite 4 caliber trainer out wandering the world. Alright. And so, that is essentially how I'm going to be training Cynthia when we're off air. And how I've trained so many of my Pokemon. Mavkata, I've always loved that about Pokemon, where they have, you know, sort of ends to the story, but the game keeps going for it. Doesn't just like, you know, you don't just load back in at your last save beforehand. I'm trying to find some good ways to end it. I honestly, Twig, to that point, I am, especially now that I'm on the other side of, you know, catching Feebas and getting it ready to be beautiful, I am really looking forward to the finale now, because going into the finale with Cynthia's team, when I started this series, I did not dream that would happen. You know, some of these Pokemon are rare or not easy to get. And the fact that I got, within my rule set, legitimate encounters for 5 out of the 6, and the 6th one being Feebas, and even then, I found it pretty quick, was just such a wonderful confluence of luck. I mean, okay, Lucario, Togekiss, and Spiritomb are all static encounters. So maybe it was only just, maybe it's just getting Badoo and Gabbit that was like the real, you know, the feat. Well, that's fair. I mean, it's the part of the game where you're designed to drop off. Oh. I see what you're saying, Twig. You were playing off of what I was saying. Gotcha. You're right. You're very correct. I kind of love that, though. The idea that, like, the Pokemon Company would be, like, cognizant of the fact that people are playing the games this way. And they're like, we're gonna put someone in here to just ruin your day. Someone who is not your friend. Who's gonna surprise you if you don't know better. Yeah. Not probably at that, I mean, that would reshape, especially depending on how it worked. Like, if it worked like Transis in Final Fantasy IX, if it worked like that, then it could seriously break the game, because each Pokemon would have something unique, or within archetypes, not break the game, but really reshape the metagame. I would be fascinated. Though Pokemon, of course, tends to play it pretty safe as far as what mechanics it introduces. Because they've got a formula that works. It's got its issues. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a sycophant. I'm not one to say that Pokemon has always done everything correctly. Y'all know this about me. Oh, speaking of Pokemon not always doing everything correctly, I am going to be uploading Pokemon Sword to the not this, so that it's accessible. I heard what you said. I'm gonna do it. It's fine. It's an odd series to want, Mavkata, but it's one that I can do. Pray tell, Mavkata, can you actually tell me why you want to see Pokemon Sword again? Because I'm very curious. Because I feel weird about it. it's not bad work, it's just strange work for me. It's the only one you could remember. Ah. I also want to put a Pokemon trading card game because I don't feel like there are many playthroughs of it. I was about to say high quality, but then I was like, I'm not high quality. I was having fun. I tried out a bunch of different decks, which I think is interesting, and I made a share of mistakes. But I don't think it was like good. But it was one of, I think, my funner series. I don't know. I'm still working on getting to good, you know? For right now, I'll settle for okay. Platinum, I think, has actually gone really, really well because I had a very clear idea for it. I didn't just go into a game being like, I want to play it! It was like, I had a plan. It's been a challenge. There's been a lot of different Pokemon that we've gotten to rotate through. If only I had the time to plan things for every series. Sims 3 is another one where I've gone in with more plans. Maybe I do like a plan. That's okay, Mavocado. That's what the finished series panel is for. It's all there so no one has to remember, not even me. The only one of those that I actually don't have access to is Wii Music. I lost that episode. The speedrun, you know, I still have the highlight from that, but, so I still have the speedrun, but the rest of that show I do not have, which is probably for the best. There's a lot of messing around on instruments. Okay, so level 20. Level 20 for Feebas. Let me have a look at this summary now. Good bulk. Nice HP, good special defense. And obviously no Surf and Ice Beam, so I could definitely start using it. When do you learn Recover? Once I get my Milotic to, like, level 40, I can start training in Victory Road, probably. Because they're ground types. Obviously, I won't do all of that now. By leveling up. Recover is level 20, that's in Gen 8. Recover is level 21. Well, let's do that. We can do that now. Yeah, got 2 more. That's perfect. Yeah. No, but I really, like... This has been one of the great joys of, like, since September, October, is I've had a lot more ideas for things, which I think has helped. I don't know, sometimes I get stuck in the mud. Sometimes there's explainable reasons, sometimes I don't know what was going on. But I've just... It's nice to have the creative fire. There we go. One of the things that I realized about, like, early stuff I did, was a lot of it was trying to not emulate, but a lot of it was on, like, games that I'd seen people already do things of, and I just wanted to do my own version of it. Not that I had any particular unique vision to embody. I just wanted to do it myself. And I think one of the things that has shifted since that point is while some of these things I mean, I'm clearly not the first person to play Pokemon Platinum. Clearly. But with this and with The Sims specifically, and also ways that I've been approaching some of the other games that I've been playing. But with this and with The Sims specifically, it has been more about, okay, let me separate them. With Platinum, it's been much more about wanting to do something new that is an added innovation on the form of a Nuzlocke, but that takes advantage of the platform, takes advantage of the channel point system, because that's something that we didn't have until last year. So no one would have made something for this. I mean, someone might have done something comparable with bits, but not necessary for my purposes. And then for The Sims, I am such a longtime fan of The Sims 3, and there were times, especially when I was in still in secondary school, where I was just really wanting to watch people play The Sims because I couldn't play it myself. And people don't play The Sims like I like. And there has been maybe one person who I've seen of all the many Sim series that I watched who play The Sims in a way that I really enjoy. And so, but still didn't do things quite the way I would. Because one of the things that they were doing is they were playing with real people. Or, Sim approximations of real people. Was it iJustine? Did iJustine ever play The Sims? I don't remember that. And obviously my knowledge of iJustine is encyclopedic. No, it wasn't iJustine. But so, I personally don't dig having real people say for myself in The Sims, especially for something like this, because then it's like, oh, you're then making stories about real people, and that's uncomfortable. It's much easier to have it just be these sort of archetypes that then get to be molded into their own three-dimensional characters, especially with a little help from me to begin with, because I design their traits to be pretty three-dimensional. I don't let them be just one thing. Even if I have a person in mind, I don't let that person be just the person that I think it should be. Take Ronnie as an example. Ronnie has a pretty clear archetype, but Ronnie has also spun into so much different stuff. All of it makes sense in the end. But she's become multifaceted. She's become much more whole. And so, going into that series with more plans, as well as doing it the way that I've always wanted to, and a way that I don't see people doing. A lot of people will do series that focus around single Sims, which I don't like, because it's too small. Or when they do have a lot, it's based on real people, or it's in like Survivor, that sort of thing, which I don't like killing Sims. I don't. Try to do the stupidest things that work. I do like that philosophy, not pro yet. One of the other things that's been, really fun about it is, I realize this whole discussion is very, meta to the stream itself, which is a little gross, but whatever, I'm having fun talking about it. But so, one of the things that's been really fun is I've, in how I design each of the characters, I have pushed myself to play in ways that I haven't in the past, which has been really fun, and a wellspring of some interesting circumstances. For example, the frog! Scarlet turning into a frog. I didn't know that could happen. I'd never really messed around with alchemy, and that was amazing! I adored it. It made for such a fun episode. Mavkata, did you actually end up getting to watch the rest of that episode of The Sims? Alright, so I need to ditch Fly. I need to teach Serpentera Roost. I need to ditch Fly. Ellipses. Is that an... It's okay if it's a gnome, I forgot. I was just wondering. Because there's stuff that happened in the back half that I'm desperately interested in comments on. Because we learned some things about Rick and Scarlet. Good things. Good things. You don't think you did? Okay. Well, you've got some homework. Obviously not obligatory. Never obligatory. Okay. Roost. Oh, no. Sort of the opposite. There we go. And I do think I'll go with Reflect. I think Reflect is the right complement to my team. Should move be deleted and replaced with Reflect? Yes, absolutely. We're ditching Wish, now that we know Roost. Ah, interesting, not pro yet. Ion City Skylines. I don't think I put it on the list for the 100 game grab bag because I've never tested it on my computer, so I don't know if it'll work well. Also, I don't know if it'll translate well to 30 minutes. Sim games, you know, you really got to sink some time in. It's they're not pick up and put down. Okay. So. Now all of my Pokemon have their Elite Four movesets. I think I'm going to call episode Feebas a little early because we're done. We're done with what I wanted to cover. I'm amazed. I have a Milotic. This is awesome. So, next time in Pokemon Platinum. Next time will be the finale. Next time we're going to go through Victory Road. We're going to beat the Elite Four. We're going to beat the final Berry battle. We've got a lot to be done. And we're going to do it with Cynthia's team. Which as of right now is capped to level 66. Though I'll probably get that up to 67 before it's time. So, I'm going to send you on a raid. And tonight, I'm going to send you to Mihan. Mihan is streaming tonight, and I'm ending early tonight. He's playing Skyrim. Good night, Nick. Good night, Twig. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. It is a darn delight to see you all. And thank you for taking the risk on episode Feebas. I get the marketing pitch for this one. It's watch me fish in a cave for hours. So I appreciate it massively. Y'all are all too kind. Please go say hello to Mihan. Mihan is, of course, wonderful. Mihan is the architect of Jenny, one of my moderators, and one of the people who I've known on this site for the darn longest. He's a wonderful fellow who loves to make my life better and worse in so many interesting ways. By worse, I mean he likes to troll me a little, but in, good, very pleasant ways. All good stuff. He would cop to the same. I know it. He definitely admits he likes to needle me a bit, but it's fun. When you know me, you can razz me a little. So I'm gonna send you there. So I hope you will go and say hello. Thank you all so very much again for joining me this evening. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have too. I'll be back tomorrow night with art and Animal Crossing, as we do on Saturdays once a month. I hope to see you all then. Night, everyone.